What's up, guys? I'm Luke.
I'm Ainsley.
And we are
Scream Queenie.
Yes. So, trying to do more comic books and stuff here nowadays. And so far we have done The Nice House on the Lake. We've done The Me You Love in the Dark. And now we are going to be doing the last book you'll ever read. A very, very interesting book. The writer of the book is Cullen Bunn. The artist is Layla Lees. Giada Marchisio is the colorist, and Jim Campbell is the letterer. We were talking a little while before about how many people it takes to actually make a comic book. And I mean, I've known it for a few years now, but I remember like being a teenager and being really, really into comic books. I didn't realize that it took so many people to do a comic book. So it's like a whole team. So that's really cool and an interesting fact. Not only when you watch our show do you get entertained, hopefully, we're also educational, right?
Yes.
So Professor...
It's like a TED Talk.
Something like that. Professor Luke and Professor Ains over there. We're here to teach you.
All right, this book is about an author named Olivia Kade. And she has written a book that apparently when people read it, they go mad and start attacking and killing other people. People protest her. They try to get her to pull the book. They say it's dangerous, it's not worth it. There's a scene in it where they're talking about it on a radio show about if it's worth the violence that it creates. And so they have to get an agent whose name is Connor Wilson to act as protection detail for her.
She's even going around on like a book tour, like an art or like a writer would.
And people are going crazy at the tours.
Yeah, and she's doing live, like live readings or whatever, of the book. The book. Did you mention what the book was called? I didn't catch that. It's called
The Last Book You'll Ever Read.
No, the book that she wrote.
Oh, the book she wrote is called SATYR.
SATYR, and so. Speaking of learning, once again, I got a little learning that a satyr is actually a mythical creature. Is that what you said?
Correct.
And so what is this mythical creature?
It was in Greek times, I believe, but it's half goat, half man.
Are we talking like Mr. Tumnus from...
Yes.
Like...
Yes, exactly.
Okay. All right.
From The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Yeah. The Narnia, the Chronicles of Narnia. The book is very dark. I mean, just from the start, there's no...
there's lots of gore to it.
Yes, it's a very, very, very gory book, which was fine with me. I thought it needed to be to show how, would you say, archaic maybe that the people that heard the story got, barbaric. Whatever.
Barbaric, I think would be a good word. The
author herself, Miss Olivia Kade, is experiencing some changes of her own with
right.
whatever.
She seems to be able to fight. I mean, she wrote the book, so of course she read it. So she sees in herself this maddened part of her brain or whatever, wanting to come out, wanting to kill, all of those things, but she's somehow able to fight it.
A lady actually attacks her at one of the readings.
Right? And it's like, I said zombie-esque, but they still have, like, there's a man in the book, and it goes through his journey, and he rips the guy apart and then goes home to his wife. And his wife pisses him off and he attacks his wife. So it's like they still have some bit of control.
So is it like an evil, Incredible Hulk? You know what I'm saying? Like the Hulk, like when he gets angry, something takes over, and most of the time he does superhero stuff, right? But in this aspect,
I'm not sure if you even have to get angry. It's just kind of like, maybe, I'm not sure. We'd have to get further along in the comic to...
Yeah, definitely. I mean, as always with the first issue, a pilot, whatever, you're setting up a story here. So, a very, very interesting story. I do think this is going to be very, 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 very deep. And we're going to see little intricacies and little things come out a little bit of a time. I don't think this is going to be a like massive information dump at one time in an issue or something. Like just like we don't know what's going on with her and why she has this why she has this urge or
and
this
why
thing.
she won't pull the book if it's causing violence.
And why she wrote the book.
Yeah.
Is this the purpose for her writing the book? We don't know any of this. We also, I don't see her taking joy in this, in any of the things going on either.
But she's almost indifferent.
I get that. Like maybe there is a higher something having her do this stuff. Or maybe there's a greater cause for this and the ends justifies the means, right? Once again, we're fanficking and fantasy booking and doing all of this stuff. When, you know, I hate doing that because it may just...
See, I don't, because it's... You don't like doing it because you're afraid you're going to...
Oh, I've been burned many times.
Come up with an idea that you really love and then it's not gonna...
Yeah, because...
out that way.
And you want to know why? It's because this is what happens, okay? Honestly, these people are making... Comic book artists probably and writers probably not making as much, you know? But when you look at like a TV show or something like that, these people are making tons of money, right? And then I think I'm making better ideas than what they're doing.
Do you see what I'm saying?
I get what you're But see, I love talking about it because of that, because of the ideas, because of... I can almost separate like the real story from the one that I'm coming up with in my head. Uh-huh. So it's almost fun to me.
I got you. I really enjoyed this. I'm going to put a lot of faith into my ranking here for this because I do feel like that they're going someplace good with this. I'm gonna be really, really pissed if they don't. But I enjoyed the story. Was very good and drew me in. There wasn't a lot of feeling and emotion in it though, because the main character in the book, Olivia, doesn't show a lot of feeling and emotion. She's so you're not sure if you should be rooting for her or not rooting for her. She's a very mysterious figure. You're not sure if she's got
very taciturn.
Yeah, and she's we're not sure if... You would think that when something like this hits the world that it would be something that is like bad, but are they trying to avoid something worse? Once again, I mean, like, we don't know. I'm trying to give them credit that they're going to give me some good answers on this stuff. I'm going to give this 3.5 screens. Artwork's good. What it needs to be. I didn't see anything that was mind-blowing as far as the art goes, but I also didn't. I thought it fit the story really well. 3.5 screens for me. What would you give it, my friend?
I give it 3.5 as well. And it's interesting to me, which it shouldn't be interesting because we've laid it out already that until I was not a comic book reader. But I base my rating more on the story. Mm-hmm. I don't base it on the artwork or any of that stuff. And your rating is more in depth than mine. I base it purely on the story.
All right, so I have a little something we have to discuss before we go after this episode. So some episodes back, we had a special guest appear on our show, a little bat, if you will, that came and joined us. We had like these hard hats on, and there was like a bat in between us. And you agreed that you were going to name the bat. So in this episode, I'm going to put you on the spot because we're having the bat come back right now. And the bat is asking for a name, my friend. He's waiting.
You did put me on the spot. Mother. We will name the bat Taquito. Taquito the bat. I like it. Taquito. Alright, so we're going to have Taquito. He's going to be our mascot for Scream Queenie. And he may make some guest appearances here and there throughout the continuation of our series. So you now have a name, my friend? Your name is Taquito. Nice. Welcome to our land of screams and love. And horror and all the other good things. I am Luke. I am Ainsley.
This is Taquito. And we have been
Scream Queenie.
We'll catch you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.